Well, hello, David here from Cool Outdoors. I just wanted to talk about the archery tournament that I was part of this past weekend. It's the first archery tournament that I went to, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, say about kind of how I enjoyed it, what things happened there, and how it was run, and also talk about my damage assessment from my arrows being damaged or lost, and so we'll talk about that. And then I got my a deer target up here to talk about the 3D 3D animal targets that they had there. They had all kinds of different animals. I'll talk about that, but I wanted to use that for an illustration when I talk about it. But so the archery tournament was weekend. It's at a location where there's hiking trails slash trails for cross-country skiing. It was big in our area, and so it's in the hills, and there's hiking, and we had two sides, 2 rounds. The first round was 15. There's 30 altogether. 15 for the first round, 15 for the second round, and we just did them back to back. My partner and I that I shot with, and we kept each other's scorecards. Here's our scorecard, and also my damage assessment. But so the way it's scored, and I'll talk about it with this illustrating with this image here. It's just 2D, but I'll talk about it as 3D. But so the way it's explained to me is that okay, so I was in traditional archery. They had some for hunters, some of course for hunters, for what do you call it, pulley compound bows, and for traditional bows like mine. And then they had another area for stake for the for youth. So for me, for the traditional bows, it was 25 yards, 25 meters. For the hunters, and mostly hunters, and the compound bows, it was 35 meters. And then I think for the youth it was 15 meters. And they had a different color stake, blue and green for the compound and hunters, red for the traditional bows, like mine, like this recurve bow, and white for 15 yards for the youth. So the thing is, you had to my partner and I we scored each other's scores. We each had a card for ourselves and for the other guy, and then we scored. We agreed on what the score was, and kept score, and then we totaled them up at the end. And so we had to be, when we went around to different locations, and we had to go and find the red stake was where our stake was. And if you look back on some of my videos of the I have a few videos of the tournament, that of me shooting a tournament, that you see that I'm touching my back foot is, or sometimes that would be my front foot depending on the terrain, but my some part of your body your foot had to be touching the red stake for it to count. And then you get 2 arrows, and then you just pick the best points out of the 2 arrows that you get to shoot. And so the way it's marked, and when it explained to me, they just drew a crude drawing to show me, but so on this, so anywhere on the animal is 5 points. If you hit the animal anywhere other than the target area, it counts as 5 points. If it hits inside the first target area, such as this, you see this target area here, that's 8 points. Okay, 5 points, 8 points. The next one in, that's not the exact center, the next one in is 10 points, and then the center circle is 11 points. So 5, 8, 10, and 11. So then if you, of course, if you miss the whole animal, then you got 0. So so here's my score. Remember, this is I've been shooting only for 6 months, since the beginning of February. This is in July, and so I've been practicing, but still. So that means that there's 30 targets, 11 points possible if you get the target each time. That's a total of 330 points possible. So out of that, I scored a 145. Yay, 145. 145. My teammate, my partner that I was shooting with, shot a 186, which is actually pretty good. And so here's the breakdown. I got I'll go with the other way. I got only 6 zeros where I scratched, where I didn't hit the animal at all. I missed high or low or whatever, didn't hit him, only 6 times. 5 points, I got 5 points for hitting the animal anywhere outside of the target. I got 17 of those, 17 times 5 points for hitting them, at least hitting the animal. So then closer in, I got 8 points. I got 3 times 8 points. So I got 3 times where I got into this outer target area. And then 2 times I got into the next circle, the next closest circle. And then one time I hit the bullseye, or I was touched. You can at least just touch the outside edge of the target, and that counts as a mark. So I was touching the outside edge of the bullseye, and so I had 17. I had 6 scratches, zeros where I missed the animal altogether. I had 17 5s where I hit it somewhere. I had 3 8s, this outer circle. I had 2 number 10s, the next inner circle, and I had 1 bullseye shot, 111. So that's how the breakdown of mine was. So it was just fun. I mean, I wasn't thinking I was going to win anything. Even if you do win, you just win a little pin or something just for bragging rights or something. But it was just fun, and fun time to go hiking, shooting archery at the same time, and what can you ask for more than that? So here's now the breakdown. Oh well, I enjoyed it quite a bit. My partner was more experienced than I, and he kind of gave me some tips on you know, if something happened, what to do, or like if I lost a knock, or he helped me look for my arrows, and I helped him look for his, and if we missed, and so on. And so just real good kind of camaraderie, and kind of learned some things. And so it was a real nice, pleasant day. And then we only had to wait a few times for some people that were ahead of us, and sometimes we skipped, leapfrogged, and went the next 1 or 2 over and shot there because nobody was there, and then we'd come back so that we could go ahead and shoot the kind of animals they had. Some deer, several deer. They had fox. These are 3D rubber targets. Fox. They had turkeys. They had mountain lions. They had an alligator. I asked, are there any alligators in this area? No, but there's an alligator head down next to a swampy area. And so what else do they have? I think they might have had various other smaller animals, but that's about the basic what it was. They had a wild pig, maybe a full-grown wild pig, a baby wild pig, or smaller wild pig, and they had deer that were bedded. They had deer that were standing, grazing, looking at you, different positions. So it was pretty fun shooting it. It's different shooting at a 3D object than it is shooting at a flat target like this. So anyway, so it was fun, enjoyable, good exercise, hiking and shooting. If you look at some of my videos, sometimes they were on an incline where you had to shoot. Not only you had to be on a hill where one leg was higher than the other, and then you had to shoot down at the target. Some of them were the opposite, where you were on incline the opposite way and the target was higher. And there was one in particular where I was on an incline, it was downward, and when I came back up, I told the next people up that were coming up to target, I said they didn't make that one hard enough for us, or I said, or something I was joking about. I said that they didn't want to make that one too hard for us, meaning it was really hard to get in position and try to shoot, line up and shoot from that position. So anyway, it kind of simulates hunting positions where you don't know what position you're going to be in when you come upon an animal if you're not just in a fixed place. So anyway, I haven't started hunting yet. I'm just doing it for the sport. So anyway, here is my damage assessment. Damn it! When I got home, I went through my arrows and went through my bow, and it started to sprinkle here a little bit, but it's all right. It'll go away in a little bit. So one thing was that I was having, if you saw my videos from yesterday, my serving was broken. So you got the string, then you have the serving. It's just this part in the wrapping here in the middle where it protects your this is my wrong bow. This is not the bow I intended to bring out here. But anyway, it's the part here where it's wrapped tightly to protect the bow, and that's the part you put your fingers on and knock the arrow. And so I think I tried to move the knock one time. This little brass ring here that's attached to it. It has a little split in it, and I tried to put a butter knife in it and twist it to separate it, to take it off, or to move it up and down. And then I think I accidentally cut the serving, and so when I was out there, it was too late to change anything. But when I was out there, my serving came loose, and so I had a thinner place for my knock to go on of the end of my arrow. And so then, and I'm getting really wet here, so I'll go ahead and talk through it. Anyway, my serving was messed up, so I redid my serving yesterday. Then also, so I lost 2 arrows. Looked all over for them, couldn't find them. Some of them were probably in plain sight, but some of them, like, they bounced. They would go under leaves, they would go under foliage, or go places where you didn't know where it would go. Then, yeah, it's really raining now. And so then I had 3 of the knocks, 3 of these orange knocks came off. They popped off. I hit a rock, and it would just pop off and go anywhere. Then I had 3 my field arrows. See if that'll focus. Where it hit a rock and it blunted like that. And then see, this part here is where the insert is coming out. When after it hit the rock, it popped the insert. And this one, I got the 3 other ones fixed, replaced, but this one they couldn't get it out. And I said, well, you can try to bang it on a hard object and try to get it to go in. So I'm going to shoot the board behind my target here, see if it'll pop that back in, then change the head. But anyway, so that's my assessment. It would be a little bit longer, except for it's starting to rain. The sun's shining over there, but it's raining over here. But so yeah, so that's what happened. So I had to replace 2 arrows. I had to get 3 arrows repaired, and they're where they got the nocks replaced, the heads and the inserts replaced because the heads were blunted. And so that's all. I'm getting wet. This is David here out in front of my target range in my backyard, and hope you take some of this information, and hope you enjoy these videos I'm sharing with you. They're just things of my own experiences. Thought that they'd be interesting to you, that things that I'm doing that maybe you haven't had a chance to do. This is the first time I've had a chance to do these things, and so I'd share this with you. And so if you please like the page, hit that like button, and then also that bell, click that bell, and that helps me to get new subscribers for free. And then once I get to 50, I'll be able to do live streams, but right now I can't do that because I'm below 50, but I'm gaining each day. I'm up to 31 subscribers, yay! So thank you those for your subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please like the page and subscribe, and even share them. It helps the algorithms and things like that. I'm not really into that. I'm not doing this for monetization or anything like that. I'm just doing it for fun, and right now, and just sharing. And it's just, I've been doing it on Facebook, and then I thought, well, I might as well have a YouTube page and have just everything in one location. People can come and look at those. So anyway, that's what I'm doing, and hope you enjoyed these, and go back and look at my other videos. I have some about geocaching, hiking through the forest, have some about bow building. I'm doing a bow build, I have a board bow build. I have my shave horse, my draw knife, and explain about that. I have showing tillering tree, doing my tillering for my bow to check how it bends and how much more I have to take off or leave. We're going to go on a canoe trip here in a few weeks, and might have some video about that. And so just all outdoor activities. I don't have a niche. Some people say, well, you need to have a niche of focus, but I'm just kind of doing all kind of outdoors, the things that I like to do, and to share them, outdoor activities that I do. And so I thought you'd be interested in coming along and sharing some of that too. And if you have any questions or comments, I have people commenting on my my archery style, my archery form, and so on, and that's good. I appreciate that because I can't see everything. I video myself or take pictures of myself and look at myself in the mirror, my form, and it needs improving. I'm only a 6-month archer, and the things they say are mostly true. Some of the things are, I have excuses. Like one guy talked about my putting a knock or doing certain thing, but what it was is my serving on my bowstring was, as I explained, it quit raining. And again, this is the wrong bow. I have my other newer bow, but that I fixed. I was going to show you my new serving job. The first time I did a serving on my other bow. But anyway, so this part here was cut, and so it exposed the string. And so when I knocked my arrow, I'll show you. When I knocked my arrow like this underneath, it will clip on there and will stay there. Okay, like that. But so because it was broken, it was sliding down, and it wouldn't stay the same place all the time. It would be like I was doing this on the bare string, and see how it comes off real easy, so it would just fall off. So, oh, anyway, I dropped that. But anyway, I'll get that in a minute. But anyway, so I remember that I had a new string. These are probably Dacron 55 or something like that. They come with the bow, the string, but the one I sent for, it's what's called a D97, and it's a Flemish twist, and I got that, and it was I had it in my with me, but I forgot that I had it, that I haven't had a boat, something that changed the bowstring and everything, and so I didn't even think about it, but I could have done that. But anyway, comes with experience anyway. And so again, make comments, and if you have questions or anything like that, I'm welcome to those, and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can when I see them. And thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed this, and hope you follow my videos, look at my other videos, and like them, and subscribe, because it's for free, and it'll help me out, and it's just something fun that I'm experimenting with, and hope you'll join me in that and have fun sharing in the things that I like to do, and maybe you get something out of it also. Okay, que le Seigneur bénisse. À la prochaine. May the Lord bless you. Until next time, David here. Premier Coup Outdoors. Like and subscribe, please. Thank you.